Coffee. What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, coming to you live on April 11th, 2023, on a cold, rainy Wednesday morning, because it's spring and I live by the beach. Yes, it's about 9:20, 9:30 in the morning here at Site B, and it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game physical product, actual existing swag that should be, might be, could be at your friendly local game store if you are lucky enough to have a friendly local game store that is smart enough to continue to be carrying physical tabletop role-playing game product. Unless you're like me and you live in a city where you're an hour's drive within a dozen tabletop role-playing game FLGSs that do not support role-playing for reasons I will never understand. But I'm not bitter. All right, from our friends over at Goodman Games, we have the Jack Vance Dying Earth world setting for Dungeon Crawl Classics, my second favorite retro clone D20 fantasy system. I love DCC. It is such a chaotic gonzo mess. I love it. I love playing it. Hopefully someday I will understand it enough to run it. It's got so many random tables and so much stuff. I just love it. And this is the adaptation of the amazing works of Jack Vance's Dying Earth, which, if anybody is aware of it, is the source for much of Dungeons & Dragons, and especially much of Dungeons & Dragons magic. You will hear time and time again, Vancian magic, which I've read some of Jack Vance's books, so I never got the connection. But apparently, the Dying Earth is where the idea for Vancian magic and the wizards of D&D come from. So yeah, you'll constantly hear the magic system of Dungeons & Dragons referred to as Vancian magic. Be that what it may. Look at all this, like a ton of stuff. So you can get the entire box set, which includes all of this and more, for $60. Or you can buy these individually for $10 each. So we got here's the world setting. Here's some adventures. Here's the book on magic. Some more adventures. Book on monsters. Book on character classes. So it looks like we've got a combination of just adventures and stuff to let you run in the Jack Vance world of the Dying Earth, which is, just weird, gonzo, bizarre fantasy with names like Magnificent Mansion of the Great Expedition of Marvels. I mean, yeah. So it's an entire world with an entire adventure path. It's the Dying Earth for Dungeon Crawl Classics, $60 or $10 each. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then for, pretty much any system you want, we have some figures. This is Animal Adventures, The Faraway Sea. And we've got a whole bunch of anthropomorphic animal adventurers of various types. We got some doggos and kitties here. We got some more kitties and doggos here. We got some other various animals here. We got combat walruses. These all look kind of fun. I picked up some of these guys' figures about a year ago, if you remember. I was not that impressed with them, but it looks like they have improved the quality a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to see these pictures. But anyways, the campaign setting is $45. And it looks like each one of these adventure packs running around $35. And it looks like they come with at least 3 or 4 figures each, more or less. Like this one comes with this cyberpunk, steampunk squid adventure and 2 walruses, combat walruses, man. So yeah, Animals of the Faraway Sea. You got a campaign setting and rules, and then you got various figure sets. We got Dogs of the Faraway Sea, Cats of the Faraway Sea, cats in the ocean, sure. Animals of the Faraway Sea, Raiders of the Lost Coast, and Time in a Bottle. These are all from Steamforged Games, a company who's normally known for making figures. So, yeah, even if you never buy the game, the figures could be fun. I mean, who doesn't want to fight combat walruses or cat pirates or squid wizards? I guess $25-$35 for the figures is a little pricey, but they looks like they are pre-made, so all you have to do is paint them. And from Lamentations of the Flame Princess, we have some Lamentations of the Flame Princess stuff. We've got reprints of the rules of magic for Lamentations of the Flame Princess for $33. And then we have an adventure for $19. So this is pretty much everything you need to run an Lamentations of the Flame Princess. It's the rules and magic sitting. You can get it with art or without art. This is the copy of Lamentations version of the Flame Princess I have. I just have the previous version, the 9th printing. But yeah, this one is basically the Lamentation of the Flame Princess system, which is the oldest OSR OGL game I'm aware of. It's not the oldest one as far as I know, but it's the first one I ever heard of. And that was, God, a long time ago when I first became aware of Zach S. And I hit it with my axe. And I was looking into Zach S.'s creations at the time, before the controversy, and I found out about Lamentation of the Flame Princess. And that was something he at least was vaguely associated with before everything that happened to these guys, but that's not a thing. So yeah, this is the first OSR OGL I ever became aware of. I don't know if it's the very first one, but it's definitely the first one I ever became aware of. So yeah, it does have a soft spot in my heart. And that's it. Literally 3 things this week, but all of them pretty huge. Obviously, my recommendation for the week is going to go for this because I absolutely love Dungeon Crawl Classics. If you want to find out more about Dungeon Crawl Classics, I highly recommend you head on over to Aaron the Bandactic's site. He is constantly talking about Dungeon Crawl Classics. So yeah, there you go. We got a bunch of DCC stuff. We got some pirate kitties. And then we've got some Lamentations for the Flame Princess. All of these should be, could be, hopefully will be at your friendly local game store. But call ahead to make sure they're in stock because I don't want you to get there and then be disappointed. Or you could live here in Ventura where you're an hour's drive of at least a dozen game stores, only one of which actively supports roleplay. But I'm not bitter. I'm the OG GM, and if you appreciate this content, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content, let me know. If you're looking to buy and support the OG GM's crap, the best way to do this is head on over to Big Geek Emporium and buy my merch, or sign up for my Patreon. $4.99 a month on the mailing list gets you everything that I make per month. So you're guaranteed at least 2 products a month, if not more, and it's the best way to support me is to sign up for my Patreon. Links down below. The second best way to support me is to head on over to Big Geek Emporium, buy my merch, all 10 issues of Minions on a Mission for $2 each. Yeah, that's it for today. Stay safe, and I will talk to you later. Get off my dying earth, you damn kids.